again, my friends, and you are my friends, and welcome to a Friday night talking town. I played the wrong intro. Rich is going to kill me. My mistake. Should be Club 1830. I'm sorry. Hang on 1 minute. There it is. Hello again, my friends, and you are I'm nervous, all right? I'm nervous. I wasn't nervous all day, and then suddenly it hit me, 2 minutes to 9. I thought, oh, we're about to talk about tomorrow's game. Here we go. Are we doing anything fun tomorrow, my friends? Let me know in the comments. Of course we are. It is Huddersfield at home. How you feeling this Friday evening? Hit the like, subscribe, comment for the algorithm if you're watching on catch up. Kev Sherwood, so I mean, like, it's like poetry in the Talking Town chat with Kev Sherwood. My guts are like I've taken laxatives. I mean, beautiful. Love to see your Valentine's Day cards. If that's the poetry you can come up with, my man. Great stuff. No, can't stop pacing around the room. No, it's only Friday night. Yeah, I was late in starting. Apologies. I did put the wrong time, but it happens. These last two seasons, says Rob Smith, have been an absolute dream. Now the team has what we have now, onwards and upwards. That's like a long hour, says Mike Baker. Yep, wasn't for me. I had a lovely fish and chip supper. It was beautiful. It was absolutely beautiful. Looked at my WhatsApp and I was like, oh, apparently there's people waiting for me. Didn't know that. Louis has been bricking it since Tuesday. Welcome in, Louis. Hope you're well. Dominic says, evening, Gov. Firstly, thanks for the great broadcast this season. No, my pleasure, Dominic. Thank you for watching us this season. Hopefully you'll join us for another great season next year. On another note, where did you guys predict we'd finish this season when we went up? Well, that's a great question, Dom. Let me tell you about this story. I predicted second. What did you predict?
8th to 10th.
8th to 10th?
Yeah. What was I thinking?
Rich, what did you predict?
He didn't really predict second. He's just lip service.
Yeah, exactly. There's no evidence of this, everybody.
Yeah. You need
We've
to go back
been
and say,
pretty hardcore.
8th to 12th and beat Norwich.
Yeah.
Well, there we
That
go.
went well. That went well.
Well, the shellacking, hopefully,
Yeah.
touch wood. If we don't, we'll have to wait for a couple of seasons.
Yeah, he could wait till the Premier League.
Nah, we don't want that in the Premier League, do we? Or maybe. I don't know.
No, not really, because we want their money to run out, because this is the last year of their parachute.
Yeah.
Well, we're not there ourselves yet, obviously. Got a big game tomorrow to get through, first and foremost. ITFC Beard's gifted 5 Talking Town memberships. Thank you, Beard.
More?
Absolute legend.
He's been on,
Unbelievable.
he's been on the old shots
Tequila.
Absolutely.
again. Why'd you press the wrong button? You had one job. Club 1878.
We had 2 jobs as well. Changed the time of the show would have helped.
Sorry, everybody. We'll try and be better in the Premier League if possible.
Yeah, we've got to be more clinical.
In the Premier League.
More clean and...
It's coming. It's coming.
Yeah, so was the Lauren Shalakian. I remember that went well. I remember me sitting here saying, oh, it's only Lincoln tomorrow. That went well.
We gave it to Sheffield Wednesday. There was a Shalakian.
Yeah, Morecambe. Me and Gov could have played at the back. Cole Stockton dribbling through.
This is a game of football.
We wanted to sign Cole Stockton. Do you remember?
We did. We've come a long, long way. But it is a game of football. Anything can happen. A bad referee decision. Anything. I never count my chickens. Let's get the chickens home to roost before we start counting.
Premier League referee tomorrow as well, isn't it?
Who is it?
Simon Hooper, I think.
Oh, okay.
Has he been involved in any big games?
No, I don't think so. Don't think so.
No.
I don't think so. We've got all that to come next season with all VAR and all that.
Yeah.
How are we feeling this? Friday evening, it's 4 minutes past 9. Obviously, we're doing a show.
Chilled out, man. Come on.
Rich is chilled. Okay, cool. All right, I like that. Why are you so chilled?
Because with Morsi and McKenna's men, we're going up again.
Okay, Matt, how you feeling?
Look, this team is not going to fail us. I don't care what anybody says, and people might say you're being too overconfident. Huddersfield are toilet. Their manager's thrown everyone under the bus. You know, he's playing Chris Maxwell. Remember him last time when he was at Portman Road, everybody? Sent off, red card. Paul Gallagher was in goal. That was the Lambert whirling dervish with his arms on the touchline.
Yeah.
They're shit. They ain't going to be bothered, and their fans want us to win because they hate Leeds. So, come on!
We couldn't have scripted it any better, could we? If we'd been approached by Hollywood directors You know, you need a point to go up on the last day of the season at Portman Road in front of a team that's basically relegated, doesn't even get on with each other. They want half the dressing room is divided. Reserve keeper in.
I don't think Mike really did predict top 2.
All
them people who said top 2, Matt, they would have been down the bookies.
This is your thing, isn't
50
it?
notes on. 50 notes. Come on, if you're that confident, get down the bookies and slap some cash on.
Your opinion doesn't count unless you've
started
with some hard-earned cash.
Yeah, get some hard-earned.
Dan William Hill. Yeah.
Although the second tier pod predicted
they did
second place.
They did.
Second place.
And Leicester champions, did they?
Yeah, but they didn't slap any money on it. Or they may not have done. They may have done, I don't know for sure. But
well, it's out there in the archives. I've seen it this morning. I've not actually seen any audio of Gov saying we will be top 2. I need you to find this by Sunday.
I ain't finding nothing by Sunday. Not if not tomorrow goes as well as you tell me.
It'll be on that prediction show when we had Chris Hall on. It'll be on there, surely.
Yeah. I ain't finding nothing. If tomorrow goes as well as you tell me it's going to go, Rich, I'm not finding anything. I might even make Sunday's show. It might be, it might be like one of those this morning moments we all turn up absolutely hangover, still wearing the day before's clothes.
Martin was threatening to drink or swig Prosecco out of the bottle in the car park. Everybody.
Simon Hooper, Mick Ford, thank you for the WhatsApp. 13 yellows, 3 reds. Protected by VAR, question marks. Lets the game generally flow. There you go.
It's music to our ears.
It is. Kieran says he's been a member for 6 months. Says thanks for the best 6 months of the channel. No, thank you, Kieran. Appreciate you watching.
It's going to get better. It's going to get better because it's going to be Premier League talk in town.
Can you imagine? Mental.
It's not done. It's not done.
Come on, Gov. Don't be silly. Gov is the ultimate superstition man. He'll be wearing 6 layers tomorrow. 6 layers, Lambert. He'll be parking in the same place, leaving the car at the same time, probably about 2:30, missing the game. It's 12:30. Let's not even go there about 12:30 kickoffs. I don't want to hear anybody saying we've got a bad record with 12:30 kickoffs. I don't want anyone here to hear the word Maidstone as well, which I've been told today.
Wilderness.
Wilderness.
But people only choose the 12:30 thing when it suits them. When promotion's on the line, we've won 6-0 against Exeter. That was a 12:30, was it not?
Yes, I think.
Was it really?
No, that was 3 o'clock, Matt. That was 3 o'clock.
Was it really?
Yeah.
Ignore me.
Yeah, that was 3 o'clock.
It was definitely 3 o'clock. Lovely sun, lovely warm,
lovely day,
wasn't
it? We were in that fan zone.
That was over a year ago.
Met up with the American owners, didn't we?
Was he there at the time? Did he actually make an appearance that day?
He's in the picture. Maybe tomorrow we can recreate it in the fan zone, but Matt won't be in it because he's not going to be in there.
Never say never. But this is when Martin cuddled up to Brett Johnson.
Great picture that is.
Love me.
Great picture.
He pulled me in. What can I say?
It was
pulled you into the bosom.
The bosom of Brett. It was a beautiful moment.
How good have they been though? Those game changers. How good have they been? You know, whether we do it as you suggest we are going to tomorrow or not, they've been a fantastic thing for this football club. All of them. And did you see Brett Johnson's celebration after Coventry?
Yeah,
I'm sure you did.
Yeah, I see that.
You know what socials will kneel on? He owns the bloody thing.
I've literally watched every bit of town content probably more than once. This morning I watched some of the Mark Ashton interview we had, and then I watched a bit of the James Norwood interview we had. That was a great show.
You get a bit of back and forth, I seem to recall.
Yeah, and there's also if you're new to Talking Town, you can go and catch up with Buckeye. We had him on, and then we had Mark Detmer with a little guest appearance from Brett Johnson.
He came out for a cup of sugar, didn't he? Do you remember?
Yeah, brilliant times.
Great times. Yeah. We was like, that's right when we was at the start of the journey, wasn't it? Like the beginning of the Snakes and Ladders board. Where would this lead us? Now we're right at the very last square.
Unless it's not a snake waiting to slide you back down.
It's bleeding Huddersfield. Come on.
I can't be doing this. You two just, as I'm so superstitious, you two just sort of trying to rile me a little bit. Like this is.
How many likes can we get tonight? We've got 260 live watching.
It's got to be at least
300 likes. This show. You've got to hit 300 likes. Smash through.
Did you see ITV Anglia this evening where they was live in the Curve Bar? Alex Griffin was there. They'd been to a local school.
Oh, the school was great, wasn't
it? Now I was chatting to someone. I said, "Can you imagine that under the Mick McCarthy era? Just chalk and cheese, isn't it?"
I've not jinxed it anybody. Listen, what's the matter with all these lot?
There's a lot of superstitious people out there. Don't it mean anything?
Come on.
What did Mario?
This man.
Yes. What did Mario say?
Exactly what we need.
What did Serrani say to Sheepshanks? Superstition is for weak men. Come on. Have faith in McKenna. You've sung it all season.
Yeah, why are we
you
suddenly
go.
getting nervous now when we've lost one home
Yeah.
game against Leeds United
Yeah.
at home and we're playing Huddersfield, who are all but relegated?
Yeah.
I don't get it.
Dominic Dean has given 5 Talking Town memberships.
Wow. Top work, Dom.
Absolutely legendary work, Dom. I can't see it on my screen, but it was there for a second, but it's gone and it came and went again. Oh, there it is. There it is. Legendary. There it is. Dom Dean. Legend. That is Dom Dean. 5 more memberships.
Talking photography. Is that going to be a new show? Is that one you're bringing in?
Oh, yeah.
Over the summer.
I'd love to talk photography with
Good pictures,
Dom
Dom does. Some good pictures.
Okay.
Yeah.
Great skill to have. Yeah. Fantastic.
I still think Southampton will get something at Leeds, says Baldwin Blue.
Well,
probably a hammering. That Leicester performance is anything to go by. That's an interesting fixture, isn't it? Because they're both going in there on the back of really poor performances. Southampton losing to Stoke and the QPR game for Leeds. Weird how that just panned out.
So where are you coming from then tomorrow, guys and girls in the chat? Let us know, because I know a huge number of people are coming down, even without tickets. How let's see how far we can get in our chat in terms of travelled distance.
Well, that geezer on Anglia will come from Tasmania or something mad.
Didn't watch. I don't watch Anglia.
He flew in this morning half 6. Fair play.
Is he at the game or just come over just to?
I think he's got a ticket.
He's
Yeah,
got a
Donovan said he had a ticket.
So their 23 tickets went on sale this afternoon at 3 p.m.
for a 20,000 waiting list.
I thought I'd just have a look, like go on there, and you could join the queue. And I was about 20,400.
Oh my God. For 23 tickets.
Yeah, 23 people who returned their season ticket who couldn't make the game. So I don't think Huddersfield has sold their allocation out. And I know a few fans will probably moan that there might be a few empty seats in there. But I suppose, look, they've got to have segregation. And I know there probably wouldn't be any trouble, but they can't take that chance, can they?
Did their fans say we want Leeds to stay down as well? We're cheering.
Yeah, I hate Leeds. Come and join us, they said. They've put the statement out tonight on the Twitter feed. I think all clubs about invading the pitch. You could get a ban.
I was coming to that in a second.
No one's ever been banned over. We said this last season. No one's ever been banned over.
Portsmouth were on. Derby were on last Saturday.
Derby, they were on during the game, near enough. It was like watching something from the 1966.
I watched the other day. I see back, Matt, the last game against Brighton.
We were there.
And literally, they're standing around the side of the pitch, and the referee gets the ball. Well, nowadays, the referee will probably be right over by the tunnel, isn't he?
Yeah, ready to leg it.
And then he'll blow the whistle, and then they'll all scarper off. But that one, he was literally over in the centre circle, and it was just a mass invasion. And then they all went in the director's box, the players, didn't they?
That's right.
I remember.
We got the trophy before the game started. Do you remember?
David Linnigan.
Yeah, they all come on, didn't they, with the trophy? It was brilliant, and still won. Weren't even distracted. Still won. 3-1, wasn't it?
That Derby one did remind me. If you put a black and white film over it, it could be the 1966 World Cup sort of vibes, where literally it was. They think it's all over. It is now. They're so far on the pitch. It was crazy. I was like, how played? I know there's only a few minutes left, but
I'm 3 rows. I'm 3 rows from the front. Don't worry, I've got a little gate by me.
It won't be a little gate tomorrow. It'll be a hurdle. He'll be over it like a greyhound.
I'll be straight over that. Stewards, get out of my way. We're on.
He'll send one of the kids in first.
Are you like, Mine? Are you like legit nervous then? Are you like proper nervous? Is this like the most nervous you've ever been as a Town fan then, going into tomorrow's game?
I wouldn't say I'm nervous. I'm not. I don't like people taking the approach that it's job done. It's there. It's done and dusted.
But we're fans. We're fans. Players are not going to, because if you heard Kieran today and you heard Sam Morsey, look, laser focused. Laser focused.
Our job is not to focus. Our job is to dream.
And you set yourself up for a foul, don't you? Like, because if it don't go well tomorrow, you know we're going to get every pelter thrown at us known to man. We are on Town
Do you
fans.
really think the McKenna fairy tale would end like that, falling at the last hurdle? I can't see it myself.
Right, I've got a question for everybody. I've got a question for everyone in the chat. So the last time Ipswich Town played in the Premier League, they lost 5-0 against Liverpool at Anfield. Yep. I remember it. I see the picture today. I was there. There was a sign saying about I can't remember, we'll be back. And we probably never thought we'd be 24 years. But
was that your sign?
No, it wasn't. But what was top of the UK charts on
2002.
This day in 2002.
Atomic Kitten Hooligan.
No.
It's got to be someone like
Kieran
Artful-
McKenna was 16 years of age, by the way.
Oh my God.
Hearsay, pure and simple.
He's doing his
Nope.
GCSEs. It's got to be someone like Craig David, Artful Dodger, something like
S
that.
Club 7, Reach for the Stars.
Right. So I'll give you a clue. Did you used to watch Neighbours?
Yeah.
Yes.
Still
Mine
do.
still
Right.
does. Mine
So,
still does.
so this lady was in.
Oliver Lance, Kiss Kiss.
Comes in.
There you
And
go.
hang on. And what character did she play in Neighbours?
She played
Flick?
Yes,
Yes,
Matt
yes,
Phillips.
Felicity,
Come
that's right.
on.
Yes.
Get
Boom.
in.
Cainsley, then. Cainsley just came out of nowhere.
Ooh.
Came out of nowhere. Neighbours, man.
Mwah, mwah. Yes,
That
what a
was it.
That's the
tune.
one. Yeah, that was a good tune.
That was number
That is a
one, was it?
great tune.
5-0. 5-0 to Liverpool. I remember that. That was 6-0 and 5-0 that season again. Did you go to the game at Pulver Road, Matt, when we lost 6-0 to Liverpool?
The only time I ever heard my dad swear at the match.
Oh, my
Only
God.
time he ever saw. When they took off Jersey Dudek. Was it Jersey Dudek? Or they brought him on, didn't they? They brought the finish. They took the Finnish lad off and brought Dudek on, I think, or round the other way. They subbed the keeper anyway. My dad was like fuming.
were
And
awful.
I was at Anfield as well. A beach ball hit me on the head as I arrived up into the thing. Just cruised down
Even
and-
then, town fans knew.
Only about that. Ball was only about that big.
I tennis
The
ball.
ping pong balls, rest of us.
Easy, easy. No need.
Sorry.
I like that one.
Well, Lewis said last time in the Premier League, the first of the UK office was aired for the first time. Look at that. We're not in the Premier League yet.
Look at
though.
this.
We can deal with this next week.
Great show.
Another 5 memberships from Dominic Dean. I did put it on the screen. Sorry, Dom, but we got talking about the last time town took a
Neighbours.
shellacking.
There was a fantastic story as well that Matt Stannard sent to
Thank
me.
you,
I
Dominic,
think
by
I
the
put it on the WhatsApp group
Thank
from
you.
the Belfast Telegraph
Yes.
about
very
Kieran and his parents. His dad was a mechanic,
good. Yeah.
and they run a hotel. I think they're all over tomorrow. His family, I think his sister, they're all going to be
Showing the
gonna
game
be
in the
at the game.
hotel. You're staying in there.
Yeah, that's there. If you wear a town shirt, I think you get a free beer.
Good that. Like that.
So
That's good, that.
It's ahead of the
Cornwall
pack. I've seen it.
Blues are travelling
Cornwall
up tonight
Blues,
without
yeah.
tickets.
I know Amy and Vicky are coming up as well, aren't they? Tom James is in the chat, is coming up as well tomorrow without a
He's only
ticket.
coming from Peterborough. That's where I live near there.
Yeah,
Come
it's
on,
local.
that's not far to
Yeah,
travel.
What are your local team doing tomorrow?
Posture in the playoffs.
Playoff for now.
Oh, yeah.
Oxford.
Did you get your tickets?
What was that? No. So Matt, what's the
Started
score
it,
tonight,
then
Matt?
I bottled
I
it.
see Bolton were winning.
It was
Barnsley,
2-0.
awful kit.
Dreadful. They've got like this. They're sponsored by US Mobile. It says they've got loads of like stars all over their top. So many they've had to put the Puma logo on the sleeve. Doesn't look good. And they're losing. They were losing 2-0. I don't know if it still is 2-0.
Barnsley for
Are they still
promotion.
managerless, Barnsley?
They sacked the guy, didn't they?
I
Is it
think
interim?
they got an interim manager in.
Got into a manager. He got sacked like 11 days
Here's
ago.
another stat as well. Huddersfield are on their 4th manager this season.
Walnut,
Yes.
Yes.
Darren Moore, Andreas
They-
Bright or whatever.
They
his
had
name
an
is.
interim manager as well, Matt, in there.
Oh,
thrown in.
okay. They should
So
have
he
kept
must,
Walnut.
you must know a lot about this manager because you're a big German fan.
Well, he's actually made his name in Switzerland. He won the Swiss
Yeah,
league
won
with
the league.
Zurich, I think, but for
Yeah.
whatever reason, he's not been able to. Well, he said in the press conference this week, didn't he? If I knew there was all these issues, I may have not taken the job. It's very damning, that, isn't it?
I see his first game. I think it was one of his first games on Sky when we played away at Plymouth, and I was watching in the pub. They played Leeds at home, and there he was on the bench. And he got a Stone Island jacket on. I thought, blimey, I like this.
Yeah.
But he's obviously he's in self-preservation mode, Matt. If you probably
They all
listen to
are by the sounds of it.
if you listen to that press conference, he's sort of not had a great record. I think he's only had 2 wins, hasn't he, since he's been in. They've drawn quite a lot of games. I think they've
Yeah.
lost 18 this season. I think teams like Plymouth and that have lost 23, but they've got a
10
lot of
draws,
draws.
10
I
maybe?
think, I think probably more than that.
He did say they were going to. Or maybe that was away from home. Maybe I don't know.
18 draws.
He did
Yeah,
say
18
that,
draws.
he did say he was not going to play any of their loan players, and they've got that. Was it Birdsog who's the guy up front? So presumably he won't be playing tomorrow. Be interested to see what kind of team they put out.
Very interesting. Yeah.
The most inexperienced team they can, hopefully.
This is it. Tom James, come with that for tomorrow, before and after. Question: which song has been the soundtrack to the season? Great question, Tom. Thank you for asking it. Matt, you're our resident musician?
God, I'd say Empire by Kasabian. We've taken over, haven't we? Promotion from League One, going straight through Championship.
Not
Yeah,
yet.
Empire.
Okay.
ITFC
Playing
Empire.
it,
That's what I'm going for.
All right, Rich.
Well, if you go to the games, man, you'd know. It's Waka Waka. Shakira. That's the song. Belted it out the other night.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I don't know. I haven't got an opinion.
They'll be
on
playing
that.
all them tunes yet tomorrow. You've got the Massimo songs, Wes Burns song, Morsy's song. That's a great song. He's Egyptian. I love that song because it's like certain players. It's like he deserves a song than he Sam Morsy because he's so good. But then you think George Hurst struggles. He's got a song, but he doesn't really get sung. But we've got so many songs. Sarmiento. He's magic. You know, Jeremy Tom. What's your favourite, Gov? Come on. What's your favourite?
Oh, it's like trying to choose your favourite child. I don't know.
That Marley's song.
Do you remember Martin hated the Neil Diamond one, Sweet Caroline, and then we've caught him singing it at what game was it? Barrow or Oldham? One or the other, wasn't it?
Yeah.
That was just to try and get more involved. It was a terrible game. It was like awful.
I think if you was at one of those
that,
games, if you was at one of them games, you should be there tomorrow. You should have a ticket. If you'd made it to one of them two matches.
They've stopped playing that now anyway. Sweet
Caroline. Yeah, but there was a stage where it was played everywhere, wasn't it?
It's coming back. You know it's coming back because there's
back for the Euros.
Yeah,
come back for the Euros
in the horizon. So it'll be back, back next year. But I mean, Hey Jude has grown on me.
You used to hate that.
What's not to like? It's the Beatles, isn't it? Hey Jude.
Are we going to do some Euro content this year? Euros content?
Course.
We'll be scouting players.
Get in. Can we get John Scales? Can we get John Scales back on? Because we had him on for one of the Euro shows. Do you remember John Scales? That was a good show, that was.
Hey, maybe we can sound like the 2024 version of Amir Carrick.
Yeah, had a very good left foot apparently.
Ulrich Le Pen.
Ulrich Le Pen.
Le Pen.
Was he last 7 minutes? They broke
never
his
to
leg.
be seen again. Carted off against Bolton.
Yeah.
Always Bolton in it.
That was it.
Chiavelli. He didn't last long, did he? Carried off against Burnley, doing the old thumbs up.
Yeah, and then when he came back, Key was in charge, wasn't he? Was that?
Yeah.
I don't think Chiavelli played again, did he, for Town? I think that was it, wasn't he?
No, that was it. Shame.
Harp says nothing's given. Sorry, Cruncher. Is KM banging about how he's going to piece of piss? KM shows class.
We never said it's going to be a piece of piss. Have we? Did Cruncher say that? I don't know.
But then Dom says Cruncher's the man.
No, Kieran McKenna's the manager of our football club. He's not going to come out and do this. I'm a fan. I can say what I want. That's where it's different. It doesn't matter. Do you think Sam Morsy and them are listening to Talking Town tonight thinking, the Cruncher says it's going to be a piece of piss tomorrow, lads? Yeah, come on. Let's get down the pub and have a couple of beers, a couple of live.
You are influential.
No one's listening to me.
We have lived through the Marcus Evans era.
Listening to me.
Enjoy it.
Jeremy's off to the Greyhound with his son for breakfast and off to the coach. Welcome 3-1 win, he says. Sarmiento with the winner.
They was on ITV Anglia as well because Luke Chambers was serving beers behind the bar with Milts, I think. It's all going on.
Irv met Luke Chambers yesterday.
Did he?
Wow. Yes,
he had a good chat with him, and I think he told him some home truths a little bit.
Yes, he did say it was a frank conversation. I think.
Yeah,
I think I read that on the socials.
And he's got a spare ticket. Irv's still looking for a ticket, by the way.
As are Amy, Vicky, and Tom James, and many, many more. Who I love the fact, by the way, that no matter where you lay your head in, you lay your head in the world. Obviously, Portman Road is your heart, is your home, and that so many who are able to are making that journey back even without a ticket. I absolutely love that.
People want to be part of the success, don't they? And if you watch from afar, we've always said it doesn't make you any less of a fan than whether you're in the stadium. You can have the same passion for something. So mine, we like Miracle Sports teams. We're in the stadium every week, aren't we? We're watching it on the TV, and that's the beauty of football, the beauty of sport. It's the unity of everything, isn't it? Regardless of where you are in the globe, you can share in that moment. Kate, for example, be watching on from Singapore.
Absolutely. She's in Japan tomorrow, actually.
Is she?
Yeah, she's going to be in Japan, but so she's going to have to watch it on her phone. So Kieran, Kieran, who comes on the cricket show, he's in Melbourne. He's going to a spa weekend with his missus, and he booked it a long while ago.
Yeah,
and he can't change it, but he's told her he's going to be watching the game.
That's
on
fine.
His phone.
They'll have Wi-Fi poolside, surely. That'll do you 90 minutes.
I think it's about 9:30 at night out there. I think it's obviously different
Oh yeah,
times.
would be,
isn't
wouldn't
it?
it? Yeah. Oh, it's dinner time. More trickier.
Over the last
Trickier.
20 years.
What a
it's
night
probably-
that will be for his missus afterwards.
Absolutely. Yeah. Well, look, for the last 20 years, there's probably 14 seasons where I would have preferred to go for a spa weekend than watch Ipswich Town play. So it's you know.
Do you have a massage? And would it be as good as Freddie's?
No, absolutely not. Stomach osteopath. I'm on 449613633. Give Freddie a call for osteopath and physiotherapy. Osteopath, not really a massage. I mean, it's not relaxing. I wouldn't go there and expect to be relaxed.
Oh, right. You're getting pulled about a bit.
You're getting
Come out there in agony.
Well, not agony. No, actually come out there really
Feeling
light
better.
and feeling better. And you certainly know you've been through a
Elbows
workout.
elbows going in everywhere, Matt.
Oh, the cracks and the clicks.
Ben-
Oh my
Ben
days.
Thatcher's.
It's got this.
I don't
this
think he's going to do
move.
Ben Thatcher.
It's got this move where he puts his hand behind the
smash cheekbone like Pedro Mendes.
not
Oh my
quite
God.
that level, but he puts his hand behind your back, sort of pulls you forward, and then just sort of lunges on you. And all you hear is this click, 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 click.
Wrestling move. WWE style.
Proper like a splash. But no, it's great. It feels great afterwards. I mean, for a
Bends
minute,
him every which way.
but it really does help. So physiotherapy, osteopath, it really does help. It does help my pain. So it might help yours. 01449 613 633. Doesn't help with you two because you two are my biggest pains. But there we go.
We don't have bad backs. What if Axel's been down there? Maybe
No,
that's-
I have a bad back. So I carry you two all the time.
Oh, really?
Oh,
what do you make of
listen
this, Rich?
to him. Wow.
Listen to it, eh?
Wow.
Oh, God.
Unbelievable.
That was incredibly quick
It was
for me.
We're the glue.
Right.
We're the glue here.
Yeah.
I'll leave that joke. Right. Lewis Robertson, last time we're in the Premier League, the first. Oh, no, I've already read that one. Sorry. You are the glue.
He's
Clearly.
having a bad night, isn't he?
Clearly.
What are you drinking there, Matt, tonight?
I'm back on them. I'm back on them Peroni Capris. Look, with the blue and white at the top. It's a sign.
Oh, look at these.
A sign, isn't it? Tractor Boy sign that.
Lewis
They're all right.
Robertson. If someone offered you a point tomorrow, would you
get
get
up?
off the bus, a la Mick McCarthy?
I'll stay on the bus.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah. Boring 0-0 tomorrow would be great. I mean,
Imagine
really
that 0-0 going into the last 5 and
Oh my
Leeds are winning.
God. They've
Oh,
got
my
a
Lord.
corner. Oh my God. They've got a corner.
They're
right
very good from corners. Very good. That
Who's
Michael
the-
Hellick.
Hennick is their top scorer, isn't he?
Yes.
Like 9.
Yeah.
He's
he's
their
got 9.
captain and centre half. So, yeah, look out for that tomorrow. Whether he can be bothered or not, let's wait and see. He's probably booked his holidays up, hasn't he? You'll
Glenn
call
Curtis,
whatever.
Amari's is the best song we've come up with in years. All of our other songs are sung by other teams.
Well, we've got a great little song at the end. Hopefully, you're going to put it on the screen that I sent you
That was very good, yeah.
early today, Martin. Have you got that lined
Yep.
up?
That means
Yep.
he has. That means he hasn't
Good.
got it. He's not.
He-
got it
the
lined
other-
up.
I was
He's
checking
forgotten
these.
about it.
He's got it.
He's forgotten
Yeah.
about it.
No,
He's got it. He's got it.
I've got it. Of course, I've got it.
Excellent.
What did it take for?
Professional.
Come on.
The Podfather.
Of course, I've got it. Dominic Dean, question for Crunch. With us being so close, what was the worst game you went to in League One? And he went to a
Worst
lot.
game in League One. I'd say not in League One, but the worst game was, well, I'd say Charlton away when Toto nearly got scrapping. I was there that night.
What was
with the
worse?
boys.
That one
I
or the
was-
4-4?
I was
worse,
absolutely that one. I was absolutely fuming, and I said to the boys, "Wait here." And I went to the front, and I'm thought, "I'm giving you some fucking grief because you were absolutely toilet." And he's arguing with the fans. I'm thinking, no. And he didn't play for Town again, did he? That was his
No,
end.
that was it, wasn't
So that, but in that era, I'd say probably not League One, but Barrow away in the FA Cup. I mean, that was literally just before McKenna was announced, wasn't
it?
it?
Yeah, it was. Yeah. Game before? Was it the game before?
Yeah, because it was.
Did
Well,
he
he
play
was
Sunderland,
announced.
don't
Yeah, he was announced, but he wasn't in charge, was he? That game because McGreal and Kieran Dyer were in charge, and then he obviously his first game was against Wickham. But yeah, Barrow was pretty dire. I mean, Lincoln away. I remember. Do you remember that, Gov? Under Paul Lambert, when Paul Lambert was offered he'd got the 5-year deal.
The 5-3. Is it 5-3?
Yeah, he did. I was driving to that game, and they come on the radar, Suffolk on, and they said, "Breaking news: Paul Lambert has just signed a new 5-year contract." 5-year contract?
Yeah.
I thought he was going to be out the door. Did you see what he
year
said today? Did you see what he said today about Norwich? Paul
He
Lambert.
should have left earlier.
When he should have left when they got promoted from the Championship after
Really?
they'd done the back-to-back.
That's what he
Yeah.
said. Go on a
Yeah.
high. So in theory, then, what year did Lambert get that contract? The 5-year, 2020 was it?
So that was COVID.
We'd still be in that
Before
contract now. wouldn't we?
COVID, wasn't it? It's just before COVID, wasn't it, Gov, I think?
It'd still
It
be
was.
that contract now then, the 5 years.
Yeah.
Still another year to run.
Lincoln away, 5-3.
Paul Lambert signs 5-year deal.
Oh,
Hang
Gov,
on.
what you just sent me there? Yeah, that is what we need to use.
Yeah, I'm just sending it to myself.
He's forgot. He's forgot it.
He forgot.
Unbelievable.
You can't fool us. We know.
You can't kid a kidder, can you, Matt? I mean,
No, exactly.
come on.
I was just
Exactly.
sorting it out while you were talking about summer of 2025. So next summer
My God,
it would
can you
it would
imagine?
expire.
I wonder what his thoughts are now. Obviously, he was the one who came in, and he was on about the nothing in the community, wasn't he? He did reference that.
Start
Fair
that,
play
didn't
to
he?
him.
You have to give
He
him credit.
did.
Yeah,
Fair
did,
play
yeah.
to him.
yeah.
He was the one who sort of probably started the ball rolling there, I would have thought.
And his whole tenure at Town started really well, didn't it? Like we see, like you mentioned earlier, Rich, like the whirling dervish, and it seemed like there was a bit of optimism around the place. But I think that results where he didn't get, was it the when
Preston
Gallagher went in
1-1.
goal?
Preston
Yeah.
1-1.
And then
Reading
Reading.
away 2-0 up,
That
and I think we
kind
drew 2-2.
Yeah, that kind of killed us a little bit, didn't it? I think
That was-
losing them points.
You could have got a bit of momentum there in them
Yeah.
games, couldn't you? But then we were always up against it, weren't we?
We were.
But
We were.
they were horrible times.
Yeah, they were shit times. Let's not sugarcoat it. Yeah.
Great comments coming in tonight. Really loving the buzz of the chat. So you can tell it's a lot of nerves, anticipation, excitement knocking around, not just on the screen as well. Barry Mann, welcome in, Barry. Thanks for the comment and thanks for being a YouTube member. Says, question for you.
Say Barry.
Who out of the players, no, Barry Mann, who out of the players that have moved on before Kieran got here, do you think could have had a great career with us? I think, it means in general.
Do you want me to start? There's only one man who I would re-sign in the summer if he was available. Flynn Downs.
Agreed. Same with me.
I think he'd be. I know the fisherman. If he's in the chat, he'll probably be losing his marbles. Doesn't take him a lot, does it? But
it doesn't.
I think Flynn under Kieran.
That's a good shout.
I think he would be a.
What about Andre then? How would Andre have fared?
Nah.
Not for me.
Not for me.
No.
Drinnen?
We want sensible answers only, man. We're trying to have a sensible conversation here. Come on.
Stephen Ward?
I think you'd struggle. I don't think there's probably that many. I've seen people the other day saying, wish that Luke Chambers had played under this manager.
Why?
Look, this is people's opinion. This is football.
And I'm asking why.
I don't know. People have still got a lot of love for him.
I think Chamber will always have credit in the bank because he captained us and played shitload of games during a pretty lean period of our.
As he should. He should have credit in the bank,
I think he remained pretty professional all the way through that, didn't he? I mean,
100%. Yeah. No, he should. I'm saying he should have credit in the bank because he was the face of a side and of a decade where it wasn't the easiest time to be a face of the side.
What did you say? The best ability is availability, and he was always available because he'd always play, Matt. You can knock him for that he wasn't the best player. And I think if you probably had a conversation with him, he'd probably admit that he wasn't the most gifted player. I think he probably knows that himself.
No, but he raised his passion levels and he's
a bloody punctured lung for crying out loud. Broken wrist.
Yeah.
I mean, look, that goes back to what you said earlier in the week, Rich, when you said we don't actually have the best squad of players, yet we've been able to galvanise that to be on the periphery of the Premier League. I think, Chambers wasn't the most talented of players when you compare them to X, Y, and Z, but he fitted into that side and he had the leadership and he was an integral piece of that jigsaw. I mean, look, how many managers had him as captain? And certainly,
every
McCarthy.
club he'd been at, Matt. Just not just at Town. I think he was captain when he was at Northampton. He was captain when he was at Forest.
He's
the leader of men. He's a leader. You can tell it when you're in a room with him and the group.
Definitely.
They used to do the Player of the Year or some sort of awards in the bar in the South Stand, didn't they?
Yeah.
And whenever you were in a room with him and the group, you could see he was the leader. And you
the
could really
alpha
see
male. I think you call him before.
Yeah, from out of the group used to call him.
And he was.
I'd imagine Morsey's probably like that, but he just gets lost a little bit because of the talent levels of throughout the 1 to the 11. But I would imagine Morsey's cut from the same cloth. I would imagine.
Don't have that level, I don't think, either of access in the sense of they would be sat on a table for like 45 minutes. Or felt like that, Rich, where you'd literally be stood. It wasn't like it was today, was it? Where you would.
Times have changed. Look, I've been to several of them, and I've spoke to Chambers, and he'd recognise me because I've been to games and been round afterwards with the kids and that. And real nice guy. And even now, you can see. I know you said, Matt, he's got a new agent, so he's getting some TV work. But you can still see on the telly, and you see, like you said on Wednesday, that respect is still there with them players.
Yeah, it's good to see.
Who are playing now.
Mm.
He's got his own academy now. I think Luke Chambers, he's got his own clothing range. He's doing obviously TV work.
It's going great.
know,
really good.
So you never know. Down the line, there could be a coaching role with one of the youth teams in the club. You know, that would. I'll be quite happy with that. I know a lot of people probably think no, keep him away from that, but he bleeds blue and white, Matt.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, look, that doesn't grow on trees, does it? I mean, someone who's made 300 odd appearances for us plus. To actually go in and tell people what it means to wear our shirt. I don't think it's any surprise that's been bottled by McKenna and his coaching staff and Ashton, what it means to be Ipswich Town. And that has coincided with this really great run of success that we've got. And we probably didn't have that in previous eras. But yeah, I think if Chambers was to go on and do something in the academy, fair play to him. Bleeds blue and white. That doesn't grow on trees, as we've seen in previous years.
Have you got a player, by the way, Matt? Because I know me and Richard said Flynn Downs in regards to Barry's question.
Yeah, well, I'd probably say Andre, just to, that kind of next gen, Jason, his dad, legend of the club. He divided opinion a little bit, Andre, didn't he? But then I suppose he was playing again in an era that divided opinion. But look, he's gone on to QPR. He's been on loan at Birmingham. He's been playing at Championship.
It's interesting you say him because do you remember that picture? I think it was when we played West Ham, Gov, in a pre-season friendly. There was Andre, there was Flynn, and then I think Nydam, obviously, he had to retire. But then there was Wolf as well. And you think with Luke Wolfenden, he's probably benefited the most of a player who's come through the academy because he was on the way out. He was on the way out under Cook.
Yeah.
And I think he's played, I would say, the majority of the games. I know he didn't play the other night, but he's played, I think, the most games under McKenna because that Sunderland game, Matt, I think he was come straight back into the team and from there. But it just shows, doesn't it, when a change of manager comes in and they have a bit of belief in you. I remember they had an interview with Wolfie and he said, I think it was when Lambert was there or Cook was there, he didn't even want to go training. Hated it. You're right. Yeah. Didn't want to turn up for training. And you look now, and you see the scenes last year with. I'm not saying it probably does mean a little bit more for like a local lad like himself and Harry Clark. And we see last season at Exeter, when they run into the North Stand and had the flag and all that. And tomorrow, they will feel it. They will really feel it that they are on the cusp of being Premier League footballers for their hometown team. I mean, what a feeling that must be.
Yeah, unbelievable.
Yeah, absolutely. Ancient Tractor Boy says, if we played Samiento from the start since he arrived, he'd improved just like Hutchinson and would have won the championship.
Hopefully he'll stay with us for next season. But we said Wednesday night, didn't we? I think he's a very different player now than what he was when he arrived from West Bromwich Albion. I certainly think his work rate is improved because, Chris, who I've known for many years from West Brom, said he's going to be a bit of a luxury player for you. Well, he certainly hasn't done that. As you said, Rich, comes off the bench, he's bloody covers every inch of grass, Gucci style, doesn't he?
Yeah. You're 90 minutes away from seeing him again next year. So,
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
There's that, isn't it? You can't fault Chambers' commitment, says Louis, and professionalism at town and proper leader. Unlucky to be the captain at the worst time in the club's history. Agree with that, Louis.
You talk about Amari Mine and Sarmiento. I mean, what did we know about these players this time last year as we was going into that Exeter
Nothing.
game? We didn't even know they existed, most likely. So there will be other individuals that will be on the radar of Ashton and McKenna and the staff and everything, and maybe they're lining up those moves and you'll be surprised, excited, and falling in love again with somebody new.
I love that. I love that from Emerson there.
Yeah, it's great, isn't it? Really good.
Well, that's out of the Mark Ashton folder of motivational quotes.
Teams. So for those listening, teams, that's what we have. A team, that's what we have. Together, everyone achieves more. Get it on a wall at Pullman Road or Playford Road. Love it.
Ashton was great with them kids in that school when he turned up. Oh, it was just brilliant to see. I wonder if we can get him back on the show this summer to talk the Premier League if we get the point tomorrow morning. I know you'd like to caveat that.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that we
talking town caveat, Rich.
Yeah, we don't think so.
Sorry, everybody. In joke. Sorry.
Go on, Matt.
I'm going to drop a link. Let's have some people come on and have their say. I'm not going to get everybody on if a lot of people suddenly hit the
let's get some new faces on. Come on, let's get some new faces on.
Well, we had someone in the chat earlier, LG. I'm sure he or she wanted to come on. So, LG, if you're watching, you're more than welcome.
Lots of new faces in the Discord, by the way.
The link.
Good to see. Thanks to all these memberships that are getting gifted by Beard and Dominic. It's great to see.
It's all good. That's what you want.
We might have to put our moderation hats on, which might get a bit lively in there later.
I think I might probably pop in over the weekend.
I think you should, Martin.
Dip his toes in the Premier League.
It'll be like, like in The Apprentice when Alan Sugar just rocks up at the house unannounced one evening.
They're scrambling around.
That could be the gov in the Discord. Right, what's going on here?
I've not watched that for a while, but do they still get ready in about 10? The taxi will be here in 20 minutes, and they're still in bed.
Nonsense.
Yes.
They've got
to come out immaculate, don't they, Matt? They come out immaculate.
They've got up at 5 a.m. They've got ready in 20 minutes. Oh my God. Not for me, that. Not for me.
I can do that. I can do that in about 10 minutes.
Are you getting showered in the morning, though? Are you showering?
No, don't shower. Just get down, feed the dogs, back up, get dressed, brush my hair, clean my teeth. Job done. Might put a hat on. Might wear my cap if my hair's a little bit wild.
There you go.
You got a shower
behind the curtain. Talking sound, everybody.
What, a 320?
It's on the tractors. What's the point of showering?
I'm not showering that time of morning. Jesus Christ.
He gets his hands dirty, this lad. Early doors.
All right, fair enough. Lewis is when they gave them. No, I don't know. What is that about, Lewis? Anyway, right, I'll bring in ITFC Beard. ITFC Beard, welcome in. How you doing?
Hello, boys.
Why are you not wearing the cover?
I'm not at work,
is he? He don't wear it around the house, Matt.
Come on.
Oh, don't. I left work the other day and I forgot I had it on. I was walking down the street. I was wondering why people were looking at me. I was like, oh, they recognise me from the pod.
Maybe Mrs. likes you wearing it. I don't know.
Mate, it would have been. I was on date night earlier and everyone was taking the piss out of me on the in the Discord. Like, we can give them some dating advice.
Oh, well, that's because your date night conversation was how much his smoddick's worth.
Not even saying anything there, Martin, before you say anything.
20
What are you thinking, Martin? Come on, don't be shy.
I've lost the point. So what was this?
Don't just see what I put in the chat. Did anyone ever imagine Caden Jackson is on the cusp of being a Premier League player?
Yes. Martin did.
Yep, he predicted it. Top 2.
I did say top 2. AD Croucher is my guarantor on that bet. There you go. Look, he's been walking around all year long saying, "You did say it, Gov. I heard you say it."
He comes from Stonemarsh. He's going to back you up, isn't he?
Yeah.
Stonemarsh
together down that way, didn't they?
Stonemarsh together. That's what it is.
Stonemartians.
Proper paid him off.
Have you seen Freddie? Have you seen Ladapo hanging around lately? Because he's back in town, isn't he?
Not paying for Charlton, is he?
No.
Oh, he's trying to get his nose in his old Premier League team.
He'll be there tomorrow, Freddie.
Yeah, Freddie.
Scored 2 goals against Cardiff. Big goals there.
He's a Premier League player again. He's a Premier League player again. He was with Palace. I think he had one appearance at Old Trafford.
Has he got long left in his contract?
Another year, I think.
The second year. He'll have another year when this is his second year.
Realistically, how many of the players do you think we're going to retain going into the Premier League?
This is
we're not there yet.
Another day. No,
if we make it,
yeah.
What a town! Obviously, you've got to win the game and score goals, but is it
just have to win either? We don't have to win. This is why it's different to Exeter. We had to win that one. Dave have to win this one.
So to be fair, we don't even have to draw, and we could still go up if Leeds lose. But
hang on, whoa, hang on. Slow down. We're not going down that.
Yeah.
Beard started from talking about are we going to Europe next year to now saying we don't have to win.
Well, you got to hedge your bets, right? You got to, spread your, make sure.
The confidence is searing through the beard. That's what we like
it is, mate.
It's on fire.
If you got a beard, you've got to be confident with yourself. You've got to. It's like makeup for men.
Beard. It is the biggest thing tomorrow that town are going to. Not the biggest, but one of the biggest things they've got to face tomorrow is the atmosphere and the occasion. Have they got to play the game that's in front of them and not what the moment is?
I actually think they've got to actually put it like they've been saying all week. They've got to put it behind. It's just another game, and they've got to play their game plan and not play to the occasion. Because otherwise, they'll lose their heads if they if they put too much pressure on themselves. In my opinion, I think if they just play their game, they'll get through it easy.
Well, we've got Exeter to call back on, haven't we? We had the Exeter experience last year. Well, bloody hell, we were 5-0 up after 25 minutes, were we not?
Yeah.
Last season.
One was a £12 million game. One's a £150 million game. I mean,
you could arguably say they're
Erling
both as
Haaland
important as each other, though. We can't be in this position without putting ourselves in the position we was against Exeter.
I don't think anyone's thinking that. You're just playing the 90 minutes, aren't you? Against
exactly.
And who do you expect to be the star performer tomorrow, Beard, before I go and bring Colin into the show?
Oh, Moore's going to get a goal too.
Big Kiefer. So they got one at Portman Road.
Yeah, exactly. So he's got to break the duck, right? He's got to get past the one.
Yeah.
Here's a question for you then.
Okay.
If it's a big capitals, we were to get promoted tomorrow, right? Because it ain't done yet, Rich. It ain't done yet. Nothing's done. If we were, would you sign Big Kiefer?
No.
100%.
Oh, it's on you. It's just on you. The game of football.
Why'd you not? Why not?
I believe that we'll have better options available to us.
Wow.
At a younger. Kiefer is 31, 32.
True. Good point.
And I believe
It's young, but Beard.
I think if we get another striker in, that will knock down Ali Al Hamadi even more if we sign Kiefer Moore. And I think it's just the runs down. Are we going to develop Ali, or are we going to get another person in, and then that just knocks Hamadi down even more?
He'd go on loan, surely, Ali. You'd think.
I believe the more exposure to the games that we play is going to be better for him.
Good take.
He's a proven goal scorer already at lower leagues. Are you going to, expose him to bigger games and see if he rises to it, and then go from there?
Send that email into McKenna with your thoughts. This is what I think you should do.
Have we got a recruitment now?
It'd be like, who put 50p in that dickhead?
Who's the new recruitment guy? Because Sam Williams is leaving to Man United, wasn't he?
Gone back again, isn't he?
ITFC Beard.
Beard.
He's throwing a red line through Kiefer Moore. He said he's going to score tomorrow, but you can just sign off with a goal because we're not signing.
Don't get me wrong, I love what he's done for us, and I think he's been pivotal. Like, he's saved us when he's come in, and he's been amazing. But
he was in the wilderness, Beard, before he came in.
Exactly. But you've got to look at it like, was he getting game time at his parent club?
No, he was on the bench, wasn't he? Yeah.
So was he good enough for them?
I just love the ruthlessness of football, where he scores 2 goals, get you promoted, and then you say, "See you later, Kiefer. Here's your bus fare home."
Yeah, but it's like relative levels, though, isn't it? It's like, are you showing ambition, or are you just looking to then consolidate for next season, the season after?
It's like Alan Partridge goes, sack Lynn for being disloyal, sack Beard for being disloyal to Kiefer Moore with all these goals from away from home.
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. Beard, it's been a pleasure. And thank you so much for the memberships. They really do mean a lot.
Always, boy. Always.
Very soon in the Discord. That's a promise from me to you.
Always. Yeah, right. I won't hold my breath. See you later, boys.
When you pass out. He's learning. He
knows that'll never happen.
Emily Croucher says, I'm not known as Emily About Town anymore. I'm known as Stowmarket Legend's daughter. That is AD Croucher.
Oh, there we go.
It's a relation. Yeah.
She calls me, hello friend, you are my friends guy. That's what she calls me when I see her in town.
By the way, I don't think anyone's noticed, but we know that AD has been shown on Sky a lot this season.
Breaking news.
On Tuesday against Coventry, it was Cruncher 2, Croucher 0.
Breaking news.
5, wasn't he? Go on.
Ed Sheeran will not be at the game tomorrow.
Well, of course he's not. He's in America doing.
He's at the Miami Grand Prix.
What the? He's probably getting paid.
I was all right with him doing concerts. That's his day job. He's in the Grand Prix over Portman Road tomorrow.
What's he thinking? Maybe he's got a show in the evening or something. I don't
Revoke
know.
the squad number.
Will he be the sponsor next season? I wonder.
Will he be the Premier League Cup? Will he have number 17?
Yeah. Big questions.
Kieran's name in 25.
We're back in the wilderness.
17. 17. Mr. Sheeran. Still not made his debut. Still not made an appearance 2 years on.
Don't turn up for training.
Yeah,
gallivanting around the United States.
Doesn't train. No. You're sounding like that Huddersfield manager. Brighton, right?
Yeah, in the pub, on the golf course.
Concerts, out of his mates.
I mean, we do joke, but it is a terrible transfer, isn't it? After all this time. Not seen any sort of progression from him.
No.
What does he offer? What is even his best position? I don't even know what his best position is.
What even is an Ed Sheeran?
Anyway, we will soon. Ivy Lane will be no more, Matt.
Ivy Lane. Now, if you're a FIFA, or it's called FC now, isn't it, Martin? Because Martin's a recent convert to this, everyone.
Ivy Lane.
About the last 5 years, he's been saying it's crap, but now he likes it. FC 25. Go Portman Road, in it. Scenes.
Another thing Town will be on. Match attacks.
Match of the day.
Is that the 2000 equivalent of Merlin?
Yeah, a little bit like that.
Panini is still number 1 for me. That's
Do they
the
still
grand
do the
back.
Merlin stickers?
They do it for the Euros. They do the obviously
do
the
it-
Panini.
I think
Did you used to
Panini
do
and
their
Topps-
books? Did you used to do their books,
Merlin?
Matt?
Yeah.
Panini and Tops have got the deal for Euros. I think it's a bit weird. It's split between the two, but Panini's
Last
the number
time-
one. Number one.
Ipswich Town in the Premier League. We had BBC Radio 1's concert in the park, right? That was was that at the
Is this,
park?
is this a memory? Or have you just looked this up on the
No,
internet?
no, this is a memory.
Oh, you're
I
okay.
saw Blue.
One love.
Well, no.
Little Mama's Prayer. One look.
Good tune.
And you had the Merlin Premier League stickers. They had a big swap shop in the South Stand. I remember going queuing up forever, looking at all these stickers, and I didn't get any of them.
Panini
So those
stickers.
sort of events, ladies and gentlemen, they could be back from tomorrow.
Last time Town made the Premier League, Gov C. Herman O'Riderson.
I did.
He signed.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah,
Did.
we could do
Like-
another Herman Heriderson style signing. I think someone's going to leap into the North Stand when they think they've scored and they haven't.
Good player,
Yeah.
but he had a really bad record with relegations, didn't he?
He
Because
did.
wherever he went,
Yeah.
his team
I
got
love
relegated.
Herman.
We should have known that when he bloody signed him.
I liked it when Joe Roll stuck him as a left wing back and they did that guard Sota Heriderson.
He was great, wasn't he? For
connection.
someone who was so
Yeah.
tall, he was good getting forward, wasn't he?
He was really good. Yeah.
Did-
Imagine
did-
him bearing
did-
down on you.
Do you think they're applied to do that these days? Swan dive into the fans, or do you think football's too?
Wasn't even his goal. Wasn't even his goal.
It's Mark Birchall's goal, wasn't
So
it?
Mark Birchall is now, I think he's an agent, isn't he?
Yeah, he's quite high up. Oh, is he
Yeah.
something to do with Bournemouth? Is he recruited at Bournemouth? He's got.
Sorry.
Yeah,
No, he's a recruitment. No, he's a recruitment at. Someone look it up.
Bournemouth. You
someone
wait. It'd be Bournemouth. It'd be Bournemouth. You wait.
I don't
someone
think it's
thinks-
Bournemouth. I think it's a bigger club.
Man United. With
Is
Dave
that
Brailsford.
nearly
Cycling
top
club.
10 Bournemouth bigger club? Is that what it's all about? Is that
Well, that gives you hope, doesn't it, not Martin? That
Former
Town could do
Scottish
all right?
footballer.
been there a while
There
though?
you go.
Um,
Looks here, everybody. What's Mark Birchall's job right
a
now?
great question
He
from
is.
Chris Smith.
Is it Bournemouth?
He is. He's chief scout at Bournemouth.
Yes, I thought I'd seen that. Lodged in my mind.
Just some's talking Town up that. No, of course it isn't. No.
Bournemouth,
Of course it
yeah,
isn't, of course it
how
isn't.
much?
You're right.
How much does Dean Court hold? 12,000. Got 12,000 outside the stadium tomorrow. Wishing they
There
could be
you go.
inside it.
There you go. That's where I thought he's going to Liverpool
Oh, there you go. Nice.
because he Richard Hughes worked with him at Bournemouth, and he's going to Liverpool, and he's set to bring in two of his former colleagues with chief scout Mark Birchall, which already reported last week. He's one
What?
person I won't miss when we get in the Premier League.
Klopp.
What a twat that man is. I used to like him. He's just a whining little...
Yeah,
he just
he's,
whinges.
I'll
Oh,
tell you
what's
what it
it?
is, yeah? Ever since he
Go
lost
away.
the glasses, ever since he lost his specs,
100%, Matt.
he went downhill. Because he was very well known in Germany for being like the Mika Richards character, the jovial character, punditry and all that. And he kind of carried that through Mainz and Borussia Dortmund and then into Liverpool. But now, totally opposite. It's a shame, isn't it? Shame.
Was almost to have Dominic Dean join us on the show, but just as before I could press the button,
Come
he's
on, Dominic.
disappeared. So
Come on,
Dominic,
Come
come
on,
on
bring your
back.
camera
That'd be awesome.
You can turn your
I'll give him
camera
a
off.
few- he can do. He had it on. I'll give him a few more minutes. If he doesn't come back, I'll put Colin on. But before we do, I'll just answer Chris Smith's great question. In the last 2.5 years, what have been the biggest sliding doors moment? Smith missing a stick to put Wednesday
Yes.
3-0 up.
Yeah,
that.
got to
Agree
be.
with that.
We said this before, haven't we?
Agree with that one.
Crowd on
Who
the
knows?
turn that day, Matt. That was probably the
Yeah,
one
we were
time
talking in
under McKenna when it was a little bit, you're thinking,
Well,
this could go, if they'd have scored there.
yeah, I think I'd got on the bus a
Turn.
little. I think I'd got on the bus a little bit earlier than the rest of you on that one. But yeah, who knows? But again, sliding doors moment. It wasn't meant to happen, and here we are now. This was meant to happen. So there you go. But yeah, that was a huge sliding doors moment. That one. Yeah, totally agree. Well, I mean, look, you could argue the complete capitulation of Sheffield Wednesday out of nowhere after they'd been on a huge run of 20 odd games where they hadn't even lost them, etc., etc. I mean, it just came out of nowhere and we capitalised. And fair play.
But
Fair play.
who predicted it?
Martin?
When
Nostradamus.
Oh,
Lambert, there he is, old Lambert again.
look, when I put this reputation on the line, it normally goes well.
I mean, I mean, Gov
He did
did. He
say-
must have
he did
predicted
say
they were
that.
going to.
Now, to be fair, we do remember that one, but he only said that to his brother.
Was that before they lost to Forest Green, or was it after?
It was before they
It was
lost to
before, it
I
was-
mean, how did
yeah,
they
it
lose to them? Forest Green, awful. Out the Football League. Oh, my
Yeah.
Lord.
Yeah.
Remind me,
Cheers, lads.
Paul Cook, which game did he get sacked after? Was it Oldham? Was it Oldham at home?
No, it was Barrow.
Arrow.
Barrow. Am I right in thinking towards the end of that game, Cam Humphreys has a header,
Hit the bar.
hit the bar?
Yes.
That's a
Yeah,
sliding
it's
doors
it's a
moment.
sliding
Because
door.
if he wins that game, Cookie, how long?
I think
does
he's still going to be. He's still obviously under pressure anyway, and he was never. I think we've said it on here. He was probably never Mark Ashton's and the game
No.
changers
But
pick.
does he
really.
hobble on for a couple of more weeks? Does
He
turn it
could have done. He
around?
could have done.
But he's a
Possibly.
sliding doors moment in himself, is he not? Because he signs Morsey, he signs Chaplin, he signs Burgess, he signs Walton. I mean, the core of the side were actually Paul Cook signings. And the randomness of it is he couldn't get a tune out of them. And then McKenna comes in, and here we are talking.
I also said that at the time as well. That the guy who lays the foundation won't be the
Often
guy
happens,
who
though,
builds the
doesn't it?
house.
Yeah, often happens that. Yeah, you did say that. Actually, I remember you saying that.
See, I'm right more than you to give me credit
Yeah,
for.
yeah. It's turning into the Martin Lambert show, this, Rich.
So it fucking should be as well. Right, we'll bring Dominic Dean in, who is
Yeah.
the real star of the show, alongside
Come
ITFC
on,
beer
son.
with the memberships. Dom, welcome in. How you doing? Oh, press the right button,
Press
man.
the buttons.
There we go. Hello.
Hey,
There he is.
How you doing? How you doing?
Yeah, good man, good man. I'm struggling to work out this light, but other
very
than that,
bright.
I'm all good.
Don't worry about it. The
Don't
light
worry
It's too
about the
bright. It's too bright.
shines on the righteous.
Yeah,
It's those Premier League lights, Dom. They're switching on for us, son.
It's being the other side of the camera. That's what it is. Normally I'm the other side of the camera, so
You should have done
Gotta
it
be
from the
done,
dark.
innit?
Was it called the dark room where you do all your negatives and all that? It's all like a weird light.
green
in there,
screen, green screen. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll work on that for next time. This is just
Yeah.
this is just a thank you to you guys, really. I know Crunch Six. I know a lot about, a lot of pleasure to Crunch. He's been a good man for me. I've had a tough year, and he's been a good man. And you guys have been really good. Looking at where we are 2 years ago, I looked at my tweets last night, and I'm thinking, when McKenna came in, what did I actually say? And I went back, and I'm like, yeah, I did say trust the process. And it was that point where you go back in time and you go, do you know what? All of those managers at that time, you go, Neil Harris, your Sam Allardyce's, and all these people that we went on, and you go, really, do we really want someone that's like every time they pick that same manager, and then you get this young, vibrant manager? And let's face it, we didn't know what he's going to be like. So, and I thought we'd finish, I don't know, maybe halfway certainly in the championship, but I had a hope that we'd finish in the playoffs for the first season in Division 1. But look at us now, though, man. I mean, crikey, I didn't think that for 1 minute. And I think if everyone says they thought that, good luck to them. They're a bit more of an Island Drury than me.
Yeah. Yeah.
Let's not go there.
Yeah.
let's not go there.
Yeah.
It's been a wonderful show, and I'm looking forward to tomorrow. And unfortunately, a lot of people know that I've got problems at home, and I'm not going to go into it now. But so I don't get too many games as you guys do. But it is a wonderful platform, this, and I really genuinely enjoy it. And I will sort the light out for next time. But it's all good. Yeah, you guys are doing a great show, and I think if you mentioned it earlier, you guys saying that there's one person that you'd re-sign. Is there one person in this squad? It's probably a bit harsh to say that now because with us being so close, but is there one person apart from the obvious you'd pick out and go, yeah, do you know what? With the obvious exceptions of people like Morsey and Davis, maybe someone you think an unsung hero is there? Maybe, I don't know.
Bit of an unsung hero
In the squad as opposed to the team.
Ooh.
Maybe it's probably a bit of a question that I've
see for me. He played the other night, George Edmondson.
Yeah, good show.
Because I think with him, Dom, he's like, look, he had some injuries. I don't think he's ever got back to that player that he was when he first came in. He was really good, and then he had that ankle injury, and I think he'd done it again, and he twisted it against was it Watford? He had to go off, so that's probably still maybe bothering him a little bit. But I think he's played 10 games this season. Yeah, I think he's really one of them ones where they all know, Dom, know these players like him, your Harnesses, your Jacksons,
even Don Ball.
Yeah, they all know when they come in that they're probably not going to be in. Like George tomorrow, will he play? I'd probably stick with him tomorrow because like the threat that they have from set pieces, Matt. And Fridge is good in the air.
That is a danger.
So I'd probably stick with him. But would he come on the journey to the Premier League? I don't know. But he showed that he can perform definitely in the Championship, and the team spirit's great, and they all get on, and you can tell like the camaraderie they've got, and like I said before, Dom, I don't think we've got the best players in this division. There's other teams that have got better players, but
We've got that unity, haven't we?
No. I think that's what we've proved through last season, this season, and we're going to need it into the Premier League, because when we're going to have to sign some players. But look, Mark Ashton, Matt and Martin and Dom, he'll be doing his background checks on all these people, because you've got to get the right people to come in, because you only see the last time we were in the Premier League and we went down. We had that really good team under Burley the first season. You lost Scowcroft, you lost Richard Wright. And I know I'm not going to blame people for these people coming in, but Fanidi came in and Serini come in, and you lost that. Them two people, Scully, Wrighty, they'd played for years, Matt. They come through the academy. They knew what it meant to play.
Yeah.
So and you're going to have to change it up a little bit, and you have to get more quality in if you get in the Premier League, because that's just only natural. But you've still got to get the right character in there to fit into that dressing room.
I think
one other question I've got. Sorry, Matt. Sorry, go on.
So I was going to say, I think Edmonton's a really good shout, Dom, and I would probably say Axel Twanzebe, because look, he's at the pinnacle of his career at Old Trafford. Look at Gov, look at Gov smiling now. Look at Gov smiling now. And let's not forget, Dom. Yeah. Let's not forget, Dom. Twanzebe as captain, Man United. Oh, he goes in. He goes Villa. He's in a bloody League Cup game against MK Dons, man. He goes Villa. He goes Napoli. Then he finds himself without a club because of injuries. Can't get a deal at Luton for whatever reason. Comes to us, we've kind of taken it for granted that he's slotted into this kind of group that McKenna's put together, and Clark can't play, therefore Axel will play them. We've kind of taken him for granted a little bit, but he's put in some, other than Leeds away where he was useless, he's put in some real stellar performances, and he's one of the catalysts for why we find ourselves here. They roll off the pace that day, to be fair. Terrible. I mean,
one quick question before I go.
Yeah, go for it.
Go on. In all honesty, being completely honest, out of you guys, who actually heard of McKenna prior to him being appointed? Because I must admit,
we'd obviously seen him at United, don't we, under Mourinho?
He was a face in the United dugout, and I know a few United season ticket holders, obviously up in the Northwest. They said to me, he's not going to do that well for you, is what they told me.
You've only got to see, Dom. You said you went back through your tweets, and I see there was a thing yesterday when he'd come from Man United, and all the Man United fans. All the comments. So they used to say he wasn't a good coach.
He struggled.
Man United need to look at the players, because they've still struggled when he's left and when other managers have left. It's not all about who's the manager and who's the coach. Sometimes you've got to look at the players and look at yourselves.
Do you remember the reputation he came with? United people were saying he was too much like a school teacher in how he did his coaching sessions and stuff, but for whatever reason, Dom, it's worked out for us here, and thank God it has.
I love the fact we took that risk. I mean, in hindsight, it's a wonderful thing. But at the end of the day, we are where we are. So thanks for having me on, guys. It's a wonderful
Dominic,
show.
thank you for coming on, and thank you for your memberships. Thank you so much. We appreciate it. All the best, my man. Look after yourself. Hopefully see you again soon.
Are you confident, Dom? Are you confident?
Absolutely confident. Do you know, I'm not even nervous. We will win tomorrow.
Come on.
4-1.
Dominic Dean's around.
Get in.
Go on, Dom.
And we're there. We're not going to lose. We're not going to lose tomorrow. We've done so well all season. It's just, I'm not going to say we're going to turn up. And I mean, Coventry was a bit more than I expected the other night, but they weren't going to roll over. And Huddersfield, they might go 1-0 up, but we've got, I think, to quote Danny Murphy, we've got goals.
My God, oxygen.
Oh my God, don't give me critics like that. Dominic, we love you. Look after yourself.
Love you. Cheers, lads.
All the best.
That's the Ipswich Town fans.
Yeah, we went 4-1. Yeah, but we might go 1-0 down.
I'm not going to with all the confidence, that would be a worry. That would be a worry.
Martin's nervous. Martin with a Y. He says,
we won this game. We were 3-1 up in this game.
Yeah, that result, that was 2-2, wasn't it? In the end? No, it was 3-2 on the end, wasn't it? Amari, last minute. 4-3. That
was the Panenka, Matt. Cafu.
One of my moments of the season. That I was raging over.
That was when Elliot was bashing the seat. This is one of the worst nights of my life. He said to me the other night, Dad, this is one of the best nights of my life when we were walking down the ground. And I thought, brilliant.
The highs and lows.
Oh, it's brilliant. Tomorrow will be better. Then it'll be one of the best days of your supporting life, supporting town. If you're a young fan, I know Colin will probably be on. He's seen it all, but
He's disappeared. So I don't know if he will be.
but,
was,
but for a lot of fans, this is going to
How old
be.
were you- how old were you in 92, Rich? So I would have been 17,
I was
18 in 92.
15. Starts. I was 16 then.
Yeah, and that still lives with us now. We think about that John Lyle season, don't we? It still lives with us a little
You
bit.
might look at the games
Don't
you went
forget
there.
Yeah.
You look at the Newcastle
was
game. That's in my
3.
top 5.
Yeah.
Southend away. That was when Phil
Thompson, wasn't it?
Phil Whelan comes in and scores a header,
Yeah,
and then Thompson scores that winner.
Yeah.
And then Whelan scores against Wolves on the
You won't
midweek game, Matt.
You'll never forget the League One promotion. You won't forget tomorrow. I mean, to get into the Premier League on home turf again after what 32 years. We'll live with you forever. Look, that's the only time me and my dad ever saw Ipswich promoted to Pullman Road together. 92 stood together, and he's not around anymore. He won't be there tomorrow. Watching from somewhere, but that will live with me forever. And I hope if you're there with your kids or your family, you'll have those memories that will last you a lifetime. Fingers crossed.
I'm not ready to be started off just yet, Matt. So
Sorry.
please don't. I'm saving it until full
This is
time.
what it is to be a
Hopefully,
supporter, right?
touch wood.
These moments will live with you. That's why you're there. These are the moments. We worried, didn't we? In the Evans era, the McCarthy era, where you weren't seeing all these things. Where was the next generation of supporters coming from? Well, you saw it on our ITV Anglia tonight, didn't you? That school, and that'll be replicated at schools all across Suffolk and maybe even North Essex or wherever it might be.
Mm.
And that, that's the next gen. It's brilliant. I love it.
I was
Love
3 in 92, but I grew up watching the season review video again and again and again and again and again and again. So
I do believe
that
that
season
season
very
starts
well.
off with us 3-0 up at Bristol Rovers. We end up drawing 3-3.
3-3. Yeah, Marcus Stewart scored in that.
Yeah, he
Marcus
plays in that game. Yeah, he does. Yeah, young Marcus Stewart. Yeah.
20 New Zealand dollars from Chris, our friend from New Zealand, Chris McTaggart. Welcoming Chris. 2-0 first half, 4-0 second half. Love that. Right, let's go for the team then tomorrow. Haladki in goal, without a shadow of a doubt, right?
Do you reckon?
Yeah.
Do you reckon if we're winning about 2 or 3-0 with 5 minutes
Oh,
left?
well, like-
No,
last
I
season.
don't.
That's Crystal Ball Chandler's prediction to me. On comes Walton. Gets 2 minutes.
I mean, if
It's
we're
gonna
3-0 up,
happen.
it might get a minute, 2 minutes, 5 minutes, just for a round of
Yeah.
applause, but I can't, Back 4, there's the question mark. I would go Clark, Wolfie, Burgess, Davis.
Clark's got a bad knee, so I don't think he's going to probably be playing.
All right, I wouldn't go Clark, I'd go Axel. But
Axel then.
I was going for the passion of the homeboy, you see.
And Wolfie back,
the local
Wolfie back
lad
in rather than Edmondson.
Yeah, Wolfie for me over Edmondson. But I was going for the Wolfie, Clark, 12 months on, passion, 2 local lads.
The
But
narrative.
if he's injured, then we'll play Axel, who I've got no problem playing, Rich, as you know. Love the
You're
man.
falling in love with him now, aren't you?
I
You're
am.
falling in love with Axel when he was
I am.
gazing at the weigh-in the other night.
He comes across as such a character that's obviously been here all season, right? I didn't sign him in January, did we?
No,
No, but he's
Well, he came on free, didn't he? So he could sign at any time. I think he came in September, didn't he? I think.
yeah, it took a little while to get him fit,
Yeah.
didn't it? Up to
a
speed.
quiet character that's just gone about his
Yeah.
business. And that picture
Considering
got
his
me at the end of the
experience.
game Coventry, where he's gazing
Yeah.
up there. It got me. It's just, I like him. I like him because he's no nonsense. Come in, do your job,
Yeah.
play your game, no fist pump, no rah-rah,
If you
just
watch
playing football.
if you watch the interview of him when he's at Man United, and he's talking about his journey from Africa and coming to the UK. Well, I think we said it at the time when he signed. Actually, Rich, he has got captain material about it, but he's very understated. He's just doing that job for the team, and that shows you what kind of ego it is. It's not like I've played at United, I've played in Europe, I've played in the Champions League, blah blah blah. He's just, as we said earlier, he just slotted into the side. and
I
was
mean,
playing his
somebody
part.
tomorrow, surely for the after party's got to bring Hungry Hippos.
Do you know, I was just thinking to myself, what
Break
great
that
summer
record.
content that would be, where you could like
Break that
record.
record. Break that record.
You could
You
bring
could have Hungry
fans on
Hippos,
to
right?
challenge him.
I bet Magic
Many-
Martin's quite competitive at Hungry Hippos. I would have thought.
I'd beat Axel, yeah. I'd beat Axel.
There you go. Well, let's bring it on. Talking Town versus Axel.
I'd beat
Talking
Axel,
Town
yeah.
v Twanzabe. Hungry
I
Hippos.
don't even need practice
World
either. I mean, I'm
record.
not competitive.
Get his book of world records. Get it on.
Absolutely. Yeah, bring it. You might be that good. But anyway, all right. So who's your team, Rich? Back four? Back four first?
I'll stick with what played the other night.
Well,
You could-
all start to
Even
back.
Edmonton.
Yeah, I think just with the threat that they pose from set pieces.
Okay.
You wouldn't give it
Think you-
Wolfie. Last game of the season at home, big moment, local lad.
No. I think I'd stick with. That. I could see Wolfie if he came in. I'd have no problem with it because I think he's had a really good season. And I've said before, he gets a lot of unjust criticism for me because he's a bit like Matt. You were criticising him at West Brom when he was leaning on that wall before the game.
I want focus. I want
That's
fire.
just
Get me fire, God damn it.
That's literally Wolfie, and that's how he is.
Yeah.
And he's laid back. And
He is.
look, he might have a bit of a rude awakening next season against some of these players, but
Do you think?
I think he'll be here, and I think he'll be given the opportunity. They'll probably add to the centre backs, but yeah, I'm sticking with what we played the other night and the two in front. Obviously.
Matt, all right. So Rich's gone early, all right? So that leaves me and you.
I would bring. I think Wolfie will come back in. I think Axel will play, as we know, because Clark is injured, and obviously Leaf out on the left. Burgess, man of the match against Coventry. Let's hope he can continue that tomorrow. And then you go into the midfield. Is it too soon for Luongo? Do you bring Taylor in? Probably not.
No,
I think probably
not
it'd be more.
tomorrow.
It's got to be them two, innit? You've got all summer to rest after this game. After
Hurst or more?
I think Hurst will play tomorrow because they rotated the other night, didn't they?
They did, yeah.
So when you said same team as Tuesday, what you mean is same team as Tuesday, except
I said same back four. Same back four.
Oh, okay, my mistake. Sorry. Okay.
Yeah.
Is Burns fit? Is he going to play match for you? I mean, if he's fit, does he play?
I would play Amari on the right hand side tomorrow, just because of the form he's been in for the last 6 weeks, whatever it is. And then you stick Chaplin back in the team in the middle, and Broadhead on the left. No brainer for me.
Do you agree with that? Do you go with that?
If Wes is fit, he plays. I think.
Okay.
Look, it was only they said severe cramp, so
If he is
hopefully,
fit, does Amari stay 10, or is it Chaplin for you?
I think Chappers plays at home. I honestly think. I mean, we're even be talking about Connor Chaplin not being in the team.
Yes,
and you've got a game here to get you into the Premier League. Look, it's a conversation for later on in the summer about tens and players if we get promoted to the Premier League, because I think we'll need to improve that. We're not spending 20 million on a 29-year-old, Matt. Do not be silly. I'm glad you're not. I'm glad you're not got hold of the purse strings.
20 mil for Smodics, get him in.
It wouldn't be 20 mil anyway.
I wouldn't have thought so.
You wouldn't be spending 20 million on him.
What is a good fee for him?
About 12
million.
I'd say
that's enough, isn't it, for a championship?
They want more than that. Blackburn want more than that. He's under contract.
They might want more than that. They ain't getting more than that.
No, I would say no more than 5 million for him.
5 million? Not a chance. You wouldn't even get his right leg.
They could still go down. They could be in League One when the big start.
So, Rich, if Burns is fit and he plays, so you dropping Amari out of the 11?
No, he's playing on the left. He's playing on the left.
I don't like Amari there. Right. For me, that said, he doesn't actually play there either, does he? Let's be fair. He doesn't. Against Hull, he didn't play there, did he? Both his goals came from the right-hand side. He's supposed to be on the left side of the attacking three.
Yeah, because he drops. It's like whoever plays on that left-hand side. Broadhead never plays. Broadhead never plays there. They're always inside, aren't they? And they give that space.
Getting Davis's way.
But Amari, wherever he plays, he probably ends up over on the right if he starts like on the left-hand side, because Wes probably comes off after probably 60 minutes. Because I don't see Wes probably playing the whole game.
Would you rather not have Wes come on for that kind of Bristol City cameo the last half hour?
No, because I think he's been. Look, we thought he probably wasn't going to play again, didn't we? When he went off Sheffield Wednesday, we thought that's probably him done for the season. But he's obviously got 2 assists, and he got the assist against Hull.
Brilliant.
And then he got the assist the other night.
We're lucky to have these luxuries. I don't think Huddersfield have got these luxuries when they talk about their team.
But I think Chaplin tomorrow, big game, big performance, home game. Need a point to get in a Prem. I fancy Chappers for a goal, because he's probably he'd probably admit, Martin, he's not really shown his best form in the last couple of months.
No,
and I don't think Town have played that way. If I'm being honest, Matt, since January, I don't think we've played amazing football. You know, we've ground out some wins here, and we've got over the line almost. Yeah, almost, Martin.
Great,
Don't jinx it.
It's not all about playing sexy football, and some of the time you've had to grind out. You've had to have a bit of luck in games. You know, Blackburn away, Southampton at home, first 65 minutes.
Yeah, everyone gets lucky in games, though, don't you? When you play nearly 50 games in a season, everyone gets lucky. It's just the perspective of that luck, isn't it? And people just view the fact that we were underdogs and weren't expected to be challenging for promotion, let alone top 2. Suddenly it's, they're bleeding lucky. Do you know what I mean? Was that breaking news there, Martin, on the sponsorship?
Well, I'm just about to read it out. First of all, 5 more memberships from Dominic Dean. Thank you for appearing, and thank you for the memberships, Dominic. I really appreciate that. Thank you ever so much. That's 5 new people who joined the Discord, hopefully over
Can't
a
enjoy the fun.
celebratory weekend. Chris Boyd says Ed Sheeran's just told Sky Sports Formula One he's playing the Miami Grand Prix tonight and tomorrow, so he can't make it back, but he has extended the sponsorship for another season.
He's getting a pound note there. That's why. You don't do that for nothing, do you? But fair play. Do you know what I mean? That's probably paying for the sponsorship next season. I would much prefer to have Ed Sheeran's. Not that I particularly listen to his music, but I just think the logo looks very good on our shirts rather than bleeding magical.
Ed Sheeran's music is quality, proper quality.
That's what you listen to. I know a few tunes, but you know.
Yeah, I love a bit of Ed.
Cool Way Girl, is that your thing?
No, not my favorite one, but it is a good song. I want to do score predictions, and then I want to finish on on the thing that I hadn't honestly forgotten at all, Rich. I swear, it had been locked and loaded all.
Can you do the score predictions in a certain accent, Matt, please?
In a second.
First of all, I'm sorry.
First of all, you've got some time.
It's coming. It's coming. Matt's Steve Parry impression. Hold tight, everybody in the chat.
To warm yourself up.
Yeah, it's great.
With a Stephen Parry impression. It is a good one. It is well worth
I've got a channel I've got a channel my inner northwest.
Well, I could have asked you to read this partnership plug out with it, to be fair.
That would have been,
I didn't.
That would have been funny.
We are partnered with Match Bingo. Play Match Bingo, win cash prizes. Are you a sports enthusiast? Of course you are. That's why you're here watching Talking Down. Match Bingo. By playing Match Bingo, you not only indulge in your passion for sport, but you also contribute to the crucial work of the East Anglian Air Ambulance. Every game helps to save lives and provide vital medical care to those in need. How do you play? Well, it's 2024. It's an app, of course. So you go to your App Store or Google Play or wherever it is on your phone, download the Match Bingo app, and then you register and you can just set about playing. There's free bingos and bingo cards cost £2. Sean, one of our viewers, has won some money on it through the year, quite a bit of money. I nearly said so much money. He's in the south of France right now, but he didn't win that much, to be fair. But he has won a fair amount. So play Match Bingo, win cash prizes, and support the crucial work of the East Anglian Air Ambulance. I'm coming to you in a minute, Matthew. Be over 18. Be gamble aware over 18s. Matthew Phillips.
Drum roll.
Sorry, Stephen. I'm sorry. Like, I tried to get out of it, but they won't let me do it. So I'm going to do it. It's said with love. Okay, here we go. Stephen Paddy here, and let me tell you something, yeah? Charlie, simply the best, better than all the rest, better than any place that I've ever been, and I've been to some places, let me tell you, your Blackburns, your Boltons, your Prestons, your Rotherhams, bloody Yorkshire, and talking of which, tomorrow, Terriers, tomorrow, the score, what's the score going to be? I ain't got a crystal ball, but my prediction, I'll give you my prediction, I can only see 3 outcomes, a win, a loss, and a draw, and let me tell you right now, I'll tell you simply for nothing, I'll accept all 3. There you go, Steve. I love you, really. I love you.
Oh, brilliant.
Oh, the 3 outcomes.
Well done, Matt. Well done.
Said with love, Stephen.
There we go. He does others. We'll get to those later on in the year. Crunch, your score prediction, please.
Deary me. That was incredible. That was incredible. You don't get that on any other Ipswich Town platforms, do you?
3 outcomes. Win, a lose, or a draw.
There will only be one outcome tomorrow. Sharon Guest liked it. Look, that is truly brilliant.
Thanks, Sharon. Appreciate it.
Good call. Jamie Brown's loving it. Yeah,
that's the content that we're getting in the Premier League, everybody.
And that's the content you can get on our Discord 24/7 365. Ladies and gentlemen. So he runs it over there. So sign yourselves up now. $4.99. Cancel any point. Rich, go on. Only one outcome there's going to be. Yeah. Job done. Shellacking, blah, blah. Don't jinx it, man.
I don't think it'll be a shellacking. I don't think it'll be an Exeter. If anyone thinks we're going to be 5-1 up after 31 minutes. Because look, they've got their personal pride to play for. Huddersfield. It'd be interesting to see what lineup they come with, because obviously he's not going to play any of their lone players. But I would expect a goal in each half. 2-0 Town.
A goal in each half. 2-0. Right. Sorry, I've got to put my head around that. Goal in each. Okay. First half, second half, 2-0 Town. Right. My brain was telling me goal for each team, 2-0 Town. How is that going to work? Right. Cool. Yeah, I'll go with that. Why not? 1-1, 2-1, 2-2, 2-0, 4-0, whatever it takes. Get us over the line. That's all we need to do. Everyone's loving it in the chat, by the way. This is what put me off, really, when Rich was talking, because I wasn't expecting the the chat to be that responsive to it. If I'm honest, there might be a little gig in there for you, Matt Summer. You know, as a impressionist.
Maybe we'll see. We'll see how it goes. I think
You
it's
know?
going to be. I'm going to go with what Crystal Ball Chandler told me. 5-0. He's told me. He's looked in the crystal ball. He's told me it's going to be 5-0. I put on the Discord that after 39 minutes we'll be 2 up. Oh, we'll be 2 up at half time. We'll stick 3 past them. 5-0. Happy days. Get on the pitch, everyone. Enjoy it. There you go. That's my prediction. What's yours, Martin?
Love it. Luke says 4-0.
1-1.
Colin says 4-1. Kieran says imagine a 0-0. Kev says 3-0. Huddersfield will give us a good
Take
give us a
0-0.
game for a
Take
bit.
0-0.
It'll be-
Take 0-0,
be
won't
too
we?
strong.
You don't have to win the game, this one. We don't have to win it. We had to beat Exeter. Everyone forgets that. We had to win that one. More pressure.
We didn't. We didn't. We had Fleetwood after.
That went well.
Yeah.
Dom Dean 4-1 tomorrow. Huddersfield score first. 4-0 says Kel. 1-1 last minute equaliser. He doesn't say who for,
My lord.
Leando, what are you doing to us?
but I imagine it's for
Hang on,
Ipswich.
hang
That
on.
would
I
be-
need to pull Lee up because I remember back in the day when we were absolute rubbish under Lambert, and Lee Anderson said we had the best squad in League One. We were sitting where? 11th, and now he's nervous.
I will
on,
give
Lee.
Lee credit that he said, didn't he? He saw one of the pre-season or something. He said we look light years ahead of where we were this time last year. That was the start of where we are now, I think. So you're gonna Lee knows his stuff. He does know his stuff.
Lee knows his onions. I'm just
He
pulling
does.
his leg.
Onions.
Jem
Onions,
says
yeah.
talking Premiership Town. Not yet, Jem. Don't jinx it. And even if we are Premier League, I'm not going to change the name. But it's taking me this long to get used to talking Town. Right, Rich.
You might have not more of a regular gig on the telly, Martin, once you get Premier League.
Why didn't you
make
use when
fantastic-
you were on the David Seaman podcast, which was very good, by the way? Why did you not use the green screen you've got there and not just a green background?
Because it wouldn't let me use visual effects.
Oh,
Aye.
I wondered
Technical
that.
difficulties.
I hadn't. It was Riverside that they used, not StreamYard. Well, obviously we use
Oh,
StreamYard here for those that don't know.
Yeah.
They use a thing called Riverside, which I'd never used. Used it
Riverside.
through Google Chrome, and it just said we weren't allowed. They didn't say it. The platform itself, the software itself said. So I was like, oh, because I did have David Seaman trying to save Marcus Stewart's goal at Portman Road, but
Off his shoulder. Off his shoulder.
Couldn't have-
Oh, was it that
couldn't have
game?
it.
What a game that was. Should have
Yeah.
beaten
Matt
Arsenal
wanted me
that
to
day.
have Ronaldinho free kick over David Seaman.
Well, that's been a little bit disrespectful. He might have probably kicked you off the show.
Yeah, he
before
would have kicked you off.
actually
Yeah.
got in a word. He's great,
You
Eddie, David Seaman.
wanted me to do it.
I
You
love
see-
it because his laugh is just so infectious. He's got such a deep voice. and
David,
he's just,
he's a great. Yeah.
Very good.
Oh,
at
you're
ice
on,
skating.
oh, hang on. He's on first name terms, Matt. David.
No,
They're going
I'm
ice
not.
skating
I'm
next
not.
week.
I'm not. I don't think so. I really don't think so. Not with these size 15 feet. I ain't going nowhere near an ice rink, mate. We're on
You're
about.
really good at ice skating. Have you ever been ice skating?
I've got size 15 feet, Rich.
Oh,
I'm lucky.
and?
What do you mean, and
That should give you much more of an advantage, surely.
you
There must
can't
be
find
people in the
skates. You can't
NHL.
find bowling shoes the size. I can't find size 15.
There must be
I
people in the
skate.
NHL with size 15, surely playing.
Yeah, bowling shoes. Do you remember them when you used to take them off, take them back, and then
Quite low.
just squirt a bit of disinfectant in them and just stick them
I
back
like
on
that. I'd like that in the house. I'd like that.
What
for my
colour
own
were
shoes.
bowling? What colour of bowling or were bowling shoes?
Red, white,
And red and white, weren't they?
Right, red
Red,
and white.
blue.
So a size 15 guy in red and white shoes. Just put a red nose on me.
Clown. Another joke there, Rich. Clown.
Well, yeah, we won't even go there.
Right.
Sorry, everybody.
That's why I don't like
yeah.
going bowling. That clown
Fair
jokes I used to get
Fair enough.
because
Are you any good at
Red and
bowling,
white.
Martin? You any good at bowling?
no,
Yeah, the
I
barriers
don't
up.
know
He has the barriers up, but you
Yeah,
play with the
barriers
kids.
up.
I'm bowling
You're
night,
down
aren't
there.
I?
You're in there with the little kids. You have the barriers up, and you have the little ramp out, Matt, don't you? When you're going there.
No. I'm
Push it
shit
down.
hot at bowling. No, I'm not
Oh,
having
here
it.
we.
No,
You got your
no,
own,
with ice skating, you won't see me on the ice. For
you
love
got
nor
your own
money.
glove.
Bowling,
You got your own
bowling, I'm
glove.
good. No, I'm not that levels, but
Did you
know,
hear
I
about
reckon
the Neil Warnock story? Because he was
he's
really
very good. isn't
temping bowler.
he?
So
Yeah,
when
yeah.
he was at Sheffield United, I think they had they went temping bowling once, and they all had a whip round, not knowing that he was like he turned up with his own ball, his own glove, and absolutely rinsed everybody.
Kingpin, what a film. Amish people bowling. You can't beat it. I reckon I could get at least 100. At least 100, I reckon. That's
not-
pretty good, isn't it?
That's not very good.
Well, the whole game.
What would you get then? What would you get? What are you
Dunno.
talking?
We'll have to have a game, won't we?
Yeah, bring it on.
When we
We'll
have that
get down-
Chinese.
We'll get down the Stowmarket Super Bowl, whatever it's called, and we'll do it.
Is there a place in Chelmsford, bowling alley?
There
Chelmsford
used-
Bowl?
I don't think there is anymore. There used to be. Colchester there is, I think. We'll get
How did you
Chandler and
get
Lewis Robertson along.
How did you get good at bowling, Matt? Like, what made you go? Was it?
Well, now there's a story. So, you know,
That's why I
at
asked.
various intervals through my life, I've been unemployed. I haven't always been this successful. And
Sorry.
so we used to go lunchtime bowling. You could pay like £1 and go bowling for like 3 hours. So we would just go down there, get a few beers in and be bowling. So while you lot was all working on a Tuesday, we'd be down bowling trying to break 100. Great times.
Fair enough. All right. As Sharon says, is nobody going to bed? We've all got a busy day tomorrow. We absolutely have.
Yeah,
So yeah, we better wrap it up in just a moment. So Rich, over to you. Explain what it is.
So
Over to you.
I see this on Facebook today, and it was you'll put it up on the screen in a minute.
Oh.
And it was it's obviously the song that we all know that we sing at Portman Road, and there was a guy on there, his daughter, young town fan, had done it, but she wanted to remain anonymous, so I'm not going to say his name. And I told him it'd be on here tonight, but she would love it tomorrow at Portman Road if we've just got to adapt the words to this song. There's not a lot changes, but the last two out of the last three verses, we just got to adapt it a little bit, and hopefully tomorrow we can sing it. Pop it on the screen.
Ready? And we have sought permission to put this on the screen. Here we go.
We all know the song. We know how it goes, don't we? Every Saturday we follow. We cheer the boys in blue. Champions of England back in '62. Bobby conquered Europe.
We won the FA Cup. Now we
have
McKenna.
McKenna.
That's how
And the
they're
town are
going.
going up.
Olé, olé, olé. I love it. It's brilliant.
There you go. Look at that. Brilliant. So
Scans beautifully.
if you're there tomorrow, sing that. If you're out after, when we're all celebrating, I'm sure that will be sung loud and proud. I think it's absolutely brilliant.
The town are going up. Yeah, I like that. A lot of love for that. Absolute lot of love for that. So well done to the young town fan who come up with that, and thank you for allowing us to share it with the rest of the world. And if it doesn't catch on tomorrow, then I hope that catches on forevermore. I think we can adapt that a little bit as we go through the season next year. Hopefully, where will we be, Rich?
I can taste something. And I can smell something. Hang on. Just got a phone call. Oh, it's the Premier League calling. Hey!
Don't jinx it.
Come on!
Don't jinx it. But yes, hopefully you'll have a great day tomorrow if you're supporting town. Thank you for watching Talking Town. We will see you tomorrow. I will see you tomorrow, certainly. These two will see you in and around town, the fan zone, about the stadium, etc., etc. Because they won't join me after the game, but we'll digress anyway.
We'll never say never.
We might have dropped by. We might drop by.
Like, subscribe, and do you want any famous last words, Rich, for what hopefully will be our last championship match preview?
Well, when we started doing this show, we were in the depths of League One. We were falling asleep against Rochdale.
The skip.
But then Mark Ashton came in. And then Sir Kieran McKenna. And then he's taken us all the way.
Maybe.
To the promised land.
100%.
We're going up tomorrow. Let's enjoy it.
Not done yet. We'll see you tomorrow.
You make me smile when I think of you. If I get down, knowing I am blue, I can't get enough. You make me happy, I feel so fine. Oh, how I wish that you were mine. I can't get enough. Oh, please lover. I woke up all soaked in sweat, with chills running down my neck. I felt went crazy from just the thought of you.